Here's a little quarantine project I'm going to start working on now. And this is my guitar from 1974, about 1975, somewhere around there, I'm not exactly sure. My Aunt Mary Lou won it for me down in Keensburg at this stand. She actually had, I think, $2 on a number, and she won 2 choices, so she got her daughter something and got me something, which was very nice of her, and I picked out this guitar that was hanging there. Anyway, it's kind of been sitting around collecting dust, and I thought I'd try to get it back up to speed, whatever speed that might be, considering. Okay, it is a Barclay guitar. I'm going to replace the tuners, clean up the neck, take the neck off, replace the back plate. It does work. I already took the strings off. I should have left them on. That's for the beginning of this video, but I just cut them off. They've probably been on there for about 20 something years at least. There's a little bit of noise in the pickup switches and the volume and tone controls, so I'm going to see if I can electric clean those. I'll take this off, check out the pickups, and there's a missing whammy bar that I'm going to see if I can find somewhere, maybe online, and possibly replace it. It's also missing a strap lock on the bottom, strap, whatever you call them. And so that's going to be the project. So this is the very beginning. Okay, the neck is off. Next step, taking off tuning pegs. Okay, the guitar tuning plate is now off. And I've seen one on Amazon that looks very similar, and it's obviously new. So I'm going to try to order that as a replacement. We'll see how that goes. Next, I'm going to clean off the pickguard pickups, clean it up a little bit, and then take this cover off and see what we have in there. Okay, all the screws are off. Take a look here. You can see it's all one piece. I'm going to do a little electric clean on the pots. They're a little noisy when I plugged them in before. Okay, interesting. We'll see how that goes. Okay, just did a little neck treatment. Makes the wood look much better, I think, than it did before. I use this stuff here. I highly recommend it for what it's worth. It's good for necks that may be drying out, look a little faded. Really brings back the luster of the wood grain. Okay, we'll just receive the new tuners. So let's see if it fits, hopefully. Okay, so I'm going to see if this fits. I'm going to put it in, see how it works. Looks like it will. Pops right in there. Actually, this is a 1/2 of a 12-string guitar set, but it looked exactly like the one that was on here. So I don't know what the original manufacturers were doing. Maybe they were trying to find what was the easiest way to set this guitar up. Have these since these are probably already made. So we'll see. And there you go, it fits. Okay, and there we have it. It's in. It looks like the little holes are a little low. Might be a little tricky in some of them stringing up, but we'll make the best of it. As I said, this was originally 1/2 of a 12-string guitar set. The other 1/2 is there. So if anybody out there has a left-handed Barclay, whatever this thing is, you're welcome to that. Okay, next is the replacement of the whammy bar. The original whammy bar was on here. Tremolo bar, whatever you want to call it. Broke off many years ago. Ordered this replacement. I'm sure it's not originally set up for the Barclay, but it's for something. So again, the manufacturer of this guitar probably was using standard pieces that they could find around. So still exists. So I'm going to try to get this on there, see what we can do. And there we go. Tremolo bar, whammy bar, whatever you want to call it, replaced. A little trickier than I had thought it would be, but it is done. I also ordered a set of strap buttons. They call them buttons. As you can see, one is missing here. The other is still here. But just to make me even, I may take that one out, save it, and then put these two new ones on. Now with matching strap buttons. Okay, I think it's just about time to put the neck back on the body. Okay, the neck is back on. Next will be the pick guard and the electronics. And then we can string it up. Okay, pick guard and electronics are back on. I did not use cleaner. I just kind of used a little very fine sandpaper on the input jack. Seemed to clean that up quite a bit. A little blowing into the pots seemed to do the trick with those as well. So I think I can avoid using the cleaner for now. It sounded pretty good. I think I'll pop on some Ernie Ball strings and we'll be ready to go. Okay, strings are on. It's ready to go. Okay, well that's it. Guitar is back to playing shape. If you want to call it that. It still plays like it was a guitar from a boardwalk stand, which is fine. My first guitar from back in 1974. One thing I found out fairly recently was that it was actually modeled on the Fender Maverick, which I really didn't know until about a year or two ago. But basically the same body shape. A rare Fender Maverick, which really didn't do too well itself. Japanese guitar makers wanted to model it after the Maverick, and there you go. And that's it.